You're watching KingsCast! Woo! Welcome to Overtime, brought to you by KingsCast at www.kingscast.net. I'm Keith Corlick.
And I'm Chris Kalaszewski.
Dr. KingsCast here.
Really? And this is episode 52 entitled Kings Canucks Game 2.
Alright, so we're here after Game 2 against the Canucks, and what do you know? Steal the win in overtime. Love it.
Absolutely, and thank God, because I thought we were really going to tank this one back in Vancouver. However, we do have Dr. KingsCast too. We got some partying going on.
Yeah, we got an audience here tonight.
You know, that's what's going on. When you're KingsCast, it's huge. So let's settle it down. Pitchers up.
Rolling.
Fantastic game tonight. Kings were able to sneak away with the win, evening the series at 1-1, coming back to Staples Center. Before the game, I mean, I wasn't quite sure how the Kings were going to play. It was sort of iffy there. A lot of players were nervous with the playoffs, but a lot of the veterans stepped up tonight and made it happen.
So during the game, we had the camera rolling. Kind of had a confessional going, see what everybody's emotions and thoughts were during the game. So hopefully you enjoy. Check it out.
Real world style. Boom. So the Kings are in the playoffs, and I am cleanly shaven because if I grow a playoff beard, I will not get any. Cheers to you, Mrs. KingsCast.
Okay, well that sucked. Scuds broke a stick. Vancouver scores. It's 1-0 early egg in the game.
I have nothing witty to say about hockey.
Sip your Chardonnay.
It's Riesling! Chugo.
Michael Samuelson is ugly.
Alright, so end of the first, the Kings are down 2-0, and it's not looking good. I mean, if they play like this, it's going to be a sweep. So, I don't know. Go Kings. Alright, so the Kings just scored, and,
So it's the end of the second. We're tied 2-2. Koopy has nice hair. Chugo Bono!
I'm Dr. KingsCast. So the Kings tie it up. We're going into overtime though, like last game. Is it me, or does Luongo look like a freakishly tall version of that dude from that Chevy Chase movie? You know, with that giant guy with the with the beard. I think his heart is the size of my entire face.
Yeah! 1-1, baby! 1-1! We're all tied up! Woo! Yeah!
So yeah, it was a sort of a roller coaster of emotions there. Kings down 2-0 early, and we're able to come back in the second period and even the score. And at that point, I didn't know what was going to happen. I thought, we might lose again and go back to Staples Center on Monday night with down 2-0, which is a death penalty for the most part because you don't come back.
It's par for the course for the Kings. That said, we did pull it out.
We did. It was a fantastic game. I mean, the big players stepped up. Andrzej Kopitar in overtime.
Thank God.
Wins the game. He's our #1 center. He's the guy that we are counting on to win these types of games, and he did tonight. And talk about the other players. Jack Johnson had a fantastic game. Drew Doughty played. He sort of shook off the nervousness he had in Game 1, which is fantastic to see. So I'm excited going into Game 3 coming up on Monday night, just to see how Staples Center is going to be.
Absolutely. I mean, Staples, you have the Lakers, they go to the playoffs. They go to the playoffs every year. The fans aren't that loud. The Clippers, do they even have fans?
Not really.
I don't think
Not
so.
Really.
No.
It'll be nice to see hockey in the Staples Center for the first time.
Playoff hockey.
Years.
Playoff hockey.
Finally. I found it out. Here we go. Woo!
What is with these playoff beards? I mean, beard alopecia. At least have the decency to Sharpie it up a little bit.
So really excited to see that we will be there at Staples for Game 3. It's going to be exciting. I'm excited to see what the Kings will be handing out to sort of pump up the crowd. Will it be thunder sticks?
Bobbleheads.
Towels. So look, Game 2, we won. Finally in Canada, which is huge. They won the gold medal there. Yeah, it is colder there, yeah. That said, Roberto Luongo didn't get it done tonight, but going into Game 3, Chris, what do you got?
Well, I'm looking for the Kings to carry that momentum over. It's always huge if you do lose Game 1, that you get the split away and you come back with that momentum with the home game.
What I was most impressed about tonight is Game 1, third period, the Kings were kind of I wouldn't say lackadaisical, but they were very defensive.
Back on their
heels. Kind of slowed
the
game down. This game, they actually went out there, took some good possessions. Obviously didn't get a score, but definitely carried that momentum into overtime, which they were kind of lacking in game one.
Yeah, no, definitely tonight the Canucks were playing, I thought, on their heels tonight. Definitely the roles had switched, and the Kings were the aggressors, and they were able to make it happen.
Let me just say, thank God they scratched Rightus Ibanez. I mean, that guy is worthless. I'm sorry. And Randy Jones, terrible.
Didn't have Justin Williams in there, which was a little surprising, but paid off. They won the game. That's all that matters.
Now let's cheers it up. Here we go.
Solandra!
Here we go. Dr. KingsCast, what was your analysis on the injuries tonight?
There were none. Back to you, Keith.
All right, so we'll be back again Monday covering the playoffs for you. I'm Keith Cornwell.
And I'm Chris Kalsiewski.
I'm Dr. KingsCast.
And thank you for watching Overtime by KingsCast.